In a quaint little cottage amidst a sprawling field of sunflowers, lived a little girl named Manna and her grandfather, the one and only Manuel. One sunny afternoon, as Manna was playing with her toy car, she glanced at her grandfather who was tinkering in his workshop. Curiosity sparked in her eyes, and she decided to pay him a surprise visit. Peeking through the door, she saw him working on yet another one of his famous inventions. With a giggle, she entered the workshop and asked, "What are you making this time, Grandpa?" Manuel, with a twinkle in his eye, replied, "Ah, Manna, it's a surprise, but I promise it will be something amazing." Manna knew better than to press him for details, so she sat patiently on an old stool, swinging her legs back and forth. The device took the shape of a small, intricate pocket watch, with gears, springs, and delicate clock hands. It looked like something from a bygone era. Finally, after what seemed like hours, although it was only a few minutes, Manuel placed the last tiny gear and stepped back to admire his work. Turning to Manna, he presented the pocket watch and said, "Here you go, my little one. What do you think?" Manna's eyes sparkled with wonder as she took the pocket watch from him. Suddenly, the room around them began to spin, and before they knew it, they were no longer in Manuel's workshop. They found themselves in a dense jungle filled with strange sounds and the sight of towering trees that seemed to touch the sky. "Where are we, Grandpa?" asked Manna, her voice echoing in the vast wilderness. Manuel, with a big smile on his face, explained, "We're 65 million years back in time, Manna. We're in the era of the dinosaurs." Manna gasped in amazement as she saw a herd of dinosaurs grazing nearby. These magnificent creatures were larger than any animals she had ever seen before, with long tails, sharp teeth, and skin as rough as rocks. They were truly the kings and queens of the prehistoric world. As the sun began its journey back to the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Manna and her grandfather continued their adventure. They traveled to ancient Egypt, where they witnessed the construction of the Great Pyramids. Manna's eyes widened in awe as she watched the workers hauling huge blocks of stone to create these monumental structures. She couldn't help but feel a sense of wonder about the pharaohs and their eternal resting places. The mysteries of the past came alive around her, and she felt like she had stepped into a history book. After a day filled with incredible discoveries and experiences, it was time for them to return home. Hand in hand, they stepped into the swirling vortex of the time portal, leaving the ancient wonders behind. Back in the familiar surroundings of their cozy cottage, Manna couldn't stop smiling. The magic of time travel had filled her with joy and a thirst for more adventures. She looked up at her grandfather with gratitude, knowing that he had made her day truly special. Manuel, gazing at his granddaughter, felt a surge of pride. Seeing the wonder in her eyes made all his hard work worthwhile. He had hoped to inspire her love for learning and exploration, and as he watched her skip happily towards her room, he knew that his gift had done just that. Tucked beneath her pillow that night, the pocket watch seemed to glow with a soft, gentle light, a reminder of the incredible journey it had taken them on. Manna dreamed of dinosaurs and pharaohs, her mind still reeling from the wonders of the past. As the sun rose the next morning, she couldn't wait to tell everyone about her fantastic adventure. But she knew that the true magic lay not just in the stories, but in the shared moments with her grandfather that had brought history to life. For in the realm of imagination, where time travel was possible, anything could happen, and their adventures were just beginning. Looking at Manna, he said, "That was just the beginning, Manna. There are many more adventures waiting for us." Manna's eyes widened with excitement. She couldn't wait to see what other wonders their time-traveling adventures would bring.